together, certainly for the Rihanna remembering Corey, a special boy, and so just as Pastor Glen said, to continue, we ask the Lord to be with us. And what I thought I would do is read a beautiful story. I've used this many, many times. It's actually a children's story. It's a wonderful story of the hope and faith that we have in God. And it's called the dragonfly story. Down below the surface of a quiet pond lived a little colony of water bugs. They were a happy colony, living far away from the sun. For many months, they were very busy, scurrying over the soft mud on the bottom of the pond. They did notice that every once in a while, one of the colony seemed to lose interest in going about. Clinging to the stem of a pond lily, it gradually moved out of sight and was seen no more. Looks at one of the water bugs to another. One of our colony is climbing up the lily stalk. Where do you think she's going? Up, 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 slowly down. Even as they watched, the water bug disappeared from sight. His friends waited and waited, but it didn't return. That's funny, said one water bug to another. Wasn't she happy here? Asked the second. Where do you suppose she went? Wondered the third. No one had an answer. They were greatly puzzled. Finally, one of the water bugs, a leader in the colony, gathered his friends together. I have an idea. The next one of us who climbs up the lily stalk must promise to come back and tell us where he or she went and why. We promised, they said solemnly. One spring day, not long after, the very water bug who had suggested the plan found himself climbing up the lily stalk. Up, up, up he went. Before he knew what was happening, he had broke through the surface of the water and fallen onto a broad green lily pad above. When he awoke, he looked about with surprise. He couldn't believe what he saw. A startling change had come to his whole body. His movement revealed 4 silver wings and a long tail. Even as he struggled, he felt an impulse to move his wings. The warmth of the sun soon dried the moisture from the new body. He moved his wings again, suddenly found himself up above the water. He had become a dragonfly. Swooping and dipping in great curves, he flew through the air. He felt exhilarated in the new atmosphere. By and by, the new dragonfly glided happily on the lily pad to rest. Then it was that he chanced to look below the bottom of the pond, while he was right above his old friends, the water bugs. There they were, scurrying around, just as he had been doing some time before. The dragonfly remembered the promise. The next one of us who climbs up the lily stalk will come back and tell where he or she went and why. Without thinking, the dragonfly darted down. Suddenly, he hit the surface of the water and bounced away. Now that he was a dragonfly, he could no longer go into the water. I can't return, he said in dismay. At least I tried. But I can't keep my promise. Even if I could go back, now one of the water bugs would know me in my new body. I guess I'll just have to wait until they become dragonflies too. Then they'll understand what has happened to me and where I went. And the dragonfly winged off happily into his wonderful new world of sun and air. And at this time, we don't understand. But the story gives us a beautiful image of the hope we have in the resurrection, and the transformation of our body and the new life that awaits us, that we know Corey enjoys now, and in that comfort maybe find hope.